I always believed that real love could survive anything. I believed in the vows we made on a sunny April morning 7 years ago, promises to stay by each other's side through thick and thin, through all the seasons of life. But what do you do when the person you loved the most in this world turns out to be a stranger? It all started subtly. Just going out for dinner with a friend, she'd casually say, adjusting her earrings while looking in the mirror. Don't wait up. At first, I didn't. I trusted her. Hannah was always my anchor, full of brilliance, laughter, and charm. We'd built everything together: our home, our dreams, our careers, even endured the heartbreak of 2 miscarriages that shook our core. So, when she started meeting friends more often, I convinced myself it was just stress, just her needing space. But soon the signs grew clearer. Late night texts she'd hide, the sudden unfamiliar scent of cologne on her clothes, the newly added password on her phone, things she never cared about before. I noticed, but I said nothing. I waited. I needed something undeniable. One night I asked casually, "Who's Ryan?" pretending to sound indifferent. She answered quickly, "Oh, just someone new from work. I'm mentoring him." I smiled and nodded, but deep down something twisted. Mentoring him at night? With perfume on and your phone face down? My heart knew better. I became more observant, like a detective in my own home. I started noticing how she smiled at her phone, how her explanations got vaguer, how her affection faded without warning. Then came the Thursday nights, always the same excuse: dinner with a friend. I decided to find the truth. I installed a tracking app on her phone, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. Every Thursday night, it showed the same location: a quiet, dimly lit cafe on 11th Street. Not a restaurant, not an office building, just an obscure little place that didn't match any of her stories. So I planned it. I told her I had a late office meeting. She smiled and said she was meeting a friend. I smiled too and told her to have fun. She kissed me on the cheek, quickly, almost like she felt guilty. "Don't wait up," she said. I didn't. I followed her. I parked a block away and watched her step out of the car, straighten her hair, check her reflection, and adjust the red dress I once told her was my favorite. She hadn't worn it in months. She walked inside. 10 minutes later, a man joined her. He was tall, confident, and sharp. I watched them laugh. I watched her lean toward him, touch his hand. I wanted to scream, to break down, but I didn't. I walked into the cafe. She didn't see me at first, but he did. His eyes widened. "Hey, sweetheart," I said, standing behind her. "Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?" She turned and her face went pale. "Eli, what are you doing here?" "I could ask you the same," I said, keeping my voice calm. Ryan stood up awkwardly. Maybe I should. I cut him off. "Sit. We're just getting started." Hannah's hands trembled. "This isn't what it looks like," she said. I gave a bitter laugh. "Then what is it? A book club meeting?" She looked around nervously. "Please, not here." "You should have thought about that before." I turned and walked out. She called after me, but I didn't stop. I didn't need to. That night, she came home crying. I was in the living room, a packed suitcase beside me, keys in my hand. "I made a mistake," she sobbed. "It wasn't serious. It just happened. People don't trip and fall into affairs, Hannah." "I was lonely," she said, voice cracking. "We lost so much. I lost myself too. You were always busy, always distant." I looked at her. "And he helped you find yourself, huh?" She fell to her knees, begging me not to go. "We can fix this," she said. But I didn't see her anymore. I saw someone else wearing her face. I pulled my hand away. "I don't even know who you are anymore," I said. And I left. She tried to reach me over the following weeks: calls, texts, emails, voice messages. I listened to none of them. I moved into a small apartment downtown. It was cold, quiet, but it was mine. I grieved, not just for the marriage, but for the version of her I thought I knew, for the children we never had, for the future we planned. Each night, I lay awake wondering when love turned into routine, when trust turned into betrayal, when we stopped talking and started pretending. Then, after months, I got an email. Its subject line read, "Final words." I opened it. "Eli," it read. I understand if you never want to see me again. I deserve that. I destroyed something beautiful. I've been going to therapy, trying to understand what I did. I won't give you excuses, only regret. I miss you every day. If you ever want to talk, even just once, I'll be at the park where we first met. This Sunday, 4 p.m. If you don't come, I'll understand. Goodbye, Hannah. I stared at that message for hours. Then, on Sunday, I went. She was sitting on our bench, the same one where we first talked 8 years ago. She looked thinner, worn down. I sat beside her. For a while, we didn't say anything. Then she whispered, "I didn't think you'd come." I answered softly, "I almost didn't." She nodded. "I'm sorry, truly." "You didn't just cheat on me," I said. "You broke us." "I know," she said. "I'll regret it for the rest of my life." Another silence passed. Then she surprised me. "I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know that you weren't the problem. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. I ruined it, not you." She stood up, eyes wet. "Goodbye, Eli." And she walked away. I didn't stop her. Some endings don't come with shouting or dramatic closure. Some come quietly, with acceptance. It's been a year. I've rebuilt, slowly. I've found new pieces of myself, little by little. The pain hasn't vanished, but it no longer owns me. Sometimes I pass by that old cafe, sometimes I still think of her. But I don't hate her. I'm just done. Because love isn't always about staying. Sometimes love is knowing when to leave. And that night, when she went out to meet a friend, she didn't expect me to be there too, but I was. And that night, I saw everything I needed to know.